Hey, you're watching Ayshia Meets, and I'm joined today by poet extraordinaire Suli Breaks. Now, for those of you who haven't heard of Suli, here's a clip of him doing what he does best.
Let me tell you what society will tell you. It increases your chances of getting a job, provides you with an opportunity to be successful. Your life will be a lot less stressful. Education is the key.
What inspired you to start writing poems?
My whole life essentially I've been a person who's interested in writing, the written word in any medium or form. I've always been a writer, I've liked reading. Mm-hmm. So poetry was a natural kind of progression. Obviously I listen to a lot of music as well, I like rapping and stuff, so it's a natural progression. What spurred the spoken word was actually when I was asked to perform at an event. And when I did perform and the response was so good, someone else invited me to another event, then someone invited me to another one, and it just kept on snowballing from there, and then that's how it kind of eventually stemmed into what it is.
Yeah. And what made you decide to turn these, poems into YouTube videos?
That's probably just the film aspect of me, behind the fact that I like visuals. I mean, if anyone's filming me, I like to know what's going on behind the camera. I like the way it works. I like the editing, all the programs, you know what I mean? So it was kind of just, it was just something which interests me. Everything I do is spurred by interest, and I enjoyed filming, I enjoyed doing spoken word, I enjoy writing. So I thought, let me combine the two, because the first video I did was RIP, and essentially I wrote the story out, and it was a nice little 3-minute story, so that was just combining all of my passions into one thing, and it came out the way it does now.
Mm-hmm. So, I know you've probably answered this millions and millions of times before, but where does the name come from? Just for the viewers who maybe have never heard of you before and want to know where your name comes from. Suli Breaks, how did it come about?
My name is Suleiman. It's actually Solomon in English, Suleiman. Mm-hmm. And everyone used to call me Suli. No, it was too long to pronounce that, innit? So everyone used to call me Suli. And then when we used to play basketball, there's a basketball terminology called breaking someone's ankles. It's not in a literal sense, but obviously it's a terminology. Mm-hmm. And I was quite good at the time. So then my coach's brother combined the two and said Suli Breaks, as in a verb in it, Suli Breaks. And then from then everyone just kept on calling me, and it just stopped from there.
Yeah. And what do you think you would be doing if you weren't busy being Suli Breaks and doing the poetry?
That's tough.
Being a lawyer, maybe?
Nah, that's definitely not on there. I like reading a lot, you know. Mm-hmm. I probably do something to do with reading. I think it'd always be something writing based, because I really enjoy reading, but you can't. There's not only job where you can just read and chill in it. You know what I mean?
There must be there's a job for everything these days.
It's true, you know. There's people who test computer games. People, yeah, I can imagine. Exactly. If there was a job like that, I'd like something like that, just chill and read, man. Yeah. I don't like stress. I like reading. Mm-hmm.
And you've been doing this for over 4 years now. Yeah. Do you have any plans to, expand on what you're doing, maybe take it to the big stage?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, what I think is, don't do anything prematurely, you know what I mean? There's certain things that I could have done earlier in my career, and I'm glad which I've waited, because now it's laid a better platform for me to do it on, innit? So I definitely have plans to take it further. It's just about time, and I think time is essential for anything. And I'm a person who doesn't like forcing anything, or don't like doing anything not properly. So if I'm doing it, I want it to be the best that it can be. So I've definitely got a few things in the pipeline. I'm just working on them, and hopefully they come to fruit sooner rather than later, God willing.
Yeah? Do you want to tell me any of those things you're working on that's in the pipeline?
I can't say too much, you know. If I say
come on, at least one thing. Come on.
The way I feel, if I haven't announced it to my supporters and my followers, then I can't say it to anyone, because I'm doing them an injustice. You know what I mean?
They'll be watching this.
I think I'm gonna announce on Twitter in a couple of days one of the things I'm doing. So then they'll see it. But I don't want to say now, because then it'll be like, oh, yeah. Basically, I'm working on a project which kind of puts together a lot of the stuff. So a lot of people like to me on YouTube saying, where can I download your stuff, etc., etc. So I'm working on a project to kind of maybe combine stuff like that.
And you've had over 2 million views on your YouTube channel from America to the UK. How does it feel to know that millions of people around the world have watched your videos and enjoyed them, especially the Why I Hate School videos? That's been your most popular video today. How does it feel?
It's overwhelming in the sense that as an artist or anybody that does any kind of expression, you always want people to hear what you're saying and feel it, you know what I'm saying? So when you look at the number, a lot of that many people actually understood what I was saying or heard what I was saying, it's overwhelming. And I didn't really grasp it until someone put me into context and said to me, can you imagine that you probably never meet 2 million people in your lifetime. Most people never meet 2 million people in their lifetime. And the fact that you're able to do that, and you've allowed yourself to put in a position where you possibly could, or you have, it's amazing. And I was like, that's actually quite crazy. That's when it kind of just rung in my head. But apart from that, I'm just appreciative of it. It's just nice to be people to respect what you do, you know what I mean? So yeah.
And what are some of the type of responses you get, like especially from your like fans abroad? Like how do they react to your poems? What are the YouTube comments like?
It's all positive, innit? But I'm a person that I don't really pay too much attention to the positive comments. I mean, I appreciate them, I really do. But I like to look at the negative ones. Obviously, sometimes you can hope to learn from them, etc., etc., innit? And they were like, this woman said to me, she was like to me, you know, I'm so proud of what you've done. She goes, if I was your mum, I would have definitely turned up to your graduation. And for me personally, that was very touching. Like,
that was in your Why Do I? Was it in Why Do I Hate School? Saying your mum didn't turn up to your graduation. Are your family like really supportive? Or were they preferred for you to maybe like continue with law?
Initially, we had a lot of problems. I could go into stories for ages, you know what I mean? But now she's very supportive.
Cool. I thought we spice things up right now by playing a game. And this game is called Do You Know Your Poetry? Yes. Basically, I'm going to give you 3 quotes from world famous poems, and you're going to have to guess what the poem is and who they're written by. I'm going to start off with the first quote. And just so you know that if you don't get these right, you need to get at least 2 out of 3 to get this right. And if you get like 1 out of 3, you have to do a forfeit. Are you up for it? It is fair. It is fair. No, you're not. Are you up for it? Will you do the forfeit if you don't get them right?
Yeah, I'll do.
Yes, good. And I thought of something really, really horrible. So yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Okay, so the first quote. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? Because I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room.
My Angelou.
Yeah, woo! But what's the name of the poem?
Oh, that's not fair. That's not fair.
Try and guess.
I think it's called Still I Rise.
Yeah, woo. Okay, cool. So 1 out of 3, doing good. Okay, next one is to be or not to be. That is the question.
Shakespeare, Hamlet, Shakespeare, yeah.
You've got 2 out of 3 already. Boo! I wanted to see your forfeit. Okay, let's do the last one. Just might as well. Okay. Whose ever room this is should be ashamed. His underwear is hanging on the lamp. His raincoat is there in the overstuffed chair, and the chair is becoming quite mucky and damp.
I'm trying to think. I'm glad I got the other 2. Is it male or female?
I can't tell you. Like, there's no clues allowed. What do you think this is? This is Do You Know Your Poetry? You're a poet. You should know these people. There is no one here to ask. Tick tock, tick tock.
I can't even pretend.
Okay, all right then. It was Messy Room by Shel Silverstein. You didn't know that. What kind of poet are you? Like, well, you got 2 out of 3, but well, I've kind of changed my mind. Like, I feel that as a poet, like I said, I introduced you. You're a poet extraordinaire. You should have got 3 out of 3, and you've never even heard of the poem. It's not like you forgot. So, no, you can't change your mind now. I think you should do the forfeit. You think you should do the forfeit? Okay, there's no forfeit. I'll just let you off. Thank you so much for the interview.
No problem, man.
That was really fun. And thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and click on the little subscribe button above this video. And also don't forget to check out my website for more interviews and entertainment. Bye.